Okay, I'm coming on here because, to be honest, I don't really know. But what I will say is, it tomorrow, tomorrow will be officially 1 year since I moved away from my hometown, and I feel like, for one, it's gone by insanely fast. I can't believe it's been a year. I've grown immensely as a person. Mentally I've mentally grown. I've physically looked better. I've gotten my bag up. And I feel like there's just so many aspects of my life that I have improved on, and it'll happen because it'll happen through intention. I intentionally have been working on all of these things. And I think the reason why I feel so talkative and so passionate about this right now is because a few hours ago, sorry my eyes are red, I'm so tired right now. It's like 11 o'clock and I just played like an hour and a half of soccer. But, oh fuck yeah, oh shit, boom. Oh shit, boom, oh fuck. But anyway, earlier, a few hours ago, I talked to somebody for the first time in like, not that long honestly, but I talked to somebody that, there was one point in my life and one point in their life where, they knew, like, they knew everything about me. They I'm not gonna sugarcoat shit. Like, I was very, 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 very deeply in love with this person. And during that time in my life where I was deeply in love with this person, I look back and I realized that I was so infatuated and like so in love and so obsessed that I kind of, looking back, I kind of realized like I kind of lost sight of Jaden, and I kind of lost sight of who I was, and lost sight of who I really wanted to be. And during that time, I always thought to myself like, wow, I still work on myself, but it's like seeing it from an outsider point of view and looking back at, my habits and just like my day to day, it's like, dude, I wasn't. I was so infatuated with this person that, I've kind of lost sight of who I was. And, anyway, like, obviously it didn't work out, blah, blah, blah. I moved away, and then I moved 9 hours to Charleston, South Carolina. And then ever since I moved here, I've been nonstop, like, I am Jaden, and just like, I've slowly just been discovering myself and just learning more things about myself and learning more things about, my body and my mental state and my nervous system, and, how my body reacts to food, and, how my brain, reacts to stress, and all of these things. And it got to the point where I even started taking social media. I started taking social media seriously, which is effing crazy to think about because, let me tell you, you tell me 2 years ago that a motherfucker was about to be posting on social media a bunch. At the end of the day, it's all a little fake and gay. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. But anyway, I think it's crazy how I look back at who Jaden was a year ago, and I look back at how much I have grown, and then I look myself in the mirror and just realize like, wow, like I'm proud of myself. I am proud of myself. And damn, it actually feels really good to say that. I don't think I've told myself that in a while. Yeah, man, I am proud of myself. I am fucking proud of myself, bro. Damn, that felt good, dude. Fuck, haven't heard that in a while. But anyway, wow. Sorry to get distracted. But maybe that was the reason of this video, because, dude, maybe, like, dude, you gotta tell yourself that sometimes. Holy shit, dude, that just felt good, man. I felt good. I feel like it's been kind of a while since somebody told me that they were proud of me. Sometimes, man, you just gotta tell yourself that, dude. You just gotta tell yourself that. You gotta tell yourself that, man. Because, anyway, earlier about this phone call. Oh. During the phone call, this person was just telling me, like how I've changed so much, and how, like, I've changed, and I'm just, like, different now, and, like, I wouldn't eat ice cream anymore if I was with them. But anyway, it's like, how can somebody sit there and be sad that you've changed, but it's like, I am so glad and grateful and proud that I have changed. Because looking back at who I was a year ago, a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, it's like, I wasn't being the truest, I wasn't genuinely being the best version of myself. And I feel like that's the best thing that anybody could do in their life. Like, I mean, I don't know how it is in other people's perspectives, but I feel like as a man, like, your goal should just be the best version of yourself. And, you know, everybody, you know, has different goals. Everybody has, you know, different purpose. And, you know, I understand people's purpose and people's goals and, you know, people's life, you know, what they strive to be. It changes all the time. It does. It changes and all the time. You know, like, it changes month to month, week to week, year to year. But anyway, you know, as of right now, what I think is, like, as a man, like, your goal should be to be the best version of yourself, right? And because, you know, I do want a wife one day, I do want children one day, and it's like, you know, how can I be the best version of myself to be able to provide for my future children, and, like, provide for my family, and, like, provide for my wife, and just, like, you know, I want my future wife to look at me and just be like, I want my future wife to look at me and be like, wow, like, Jaden, I'm so proud of him. Like, he works so hard. He, you know, he does everything he can to make me happy and, like, provide for me and, like, provide for our children, blah, blah, blah. Like, how can I be the best version of myself as his wife so he could feel as proud, he could feel as grateful and proud of me just as I do for him. Like, and I feel like that should be everybody's goal in their relationship. It's like, you know, you see and hear all these things about, like, oh my gosh, you know, find your soulmate, or, like, you know, your soulmate's out there. But it's like, are soulmates really out there? Like, I don't necessarily think you have to go find your soulmate. I think somebody's soulmate is, they're created, they're formed. You know, like, in what ways can I, as a human being, be the best soulmate I can for my partner? And, like, it should be the same for them. Like, they should be, like, I'm sitting here thinking all the time, like, how can I be the best version of not only Jaden, bro? Like, not only Jaden, but how can I be the best version for my fucking woman? You know what I'm saying? How can I be the best version for my children? How can I be the best version, you know, for my family, for my moms, you know, for my fucking pops, for my boys, you know, for my homies, for all the people around me. You know what I mean? And it's like, I've been expressing myself so much over these past few months, and it's like, because I'm being the best version of myself, I want other people to be the best version of themselves too, bro. I want other people to be the best version of them fucking selves, man. You know what I mean? So, like, all this stuff that I post on social media, all the stuff that I post on Instagram, stuff that I post on TikTok, my Snapchat, like, I do that because it's me, bro. I do that because it's me. I do that because I want other people to feel inspired. I want other people to see what I'm doing, and to see what I create, and to see all this, and just think to myself, like, oh my gosh, I can do that too, if not even better, bro.